Have you ever wondered how teachers determine your grades? If yes, then you're on the right track. Come and join our team as we share our journey and learn about the grading system and DepEd school forms. The K-12 Basic Education Program uses a standards and competency-based grading system to evaluate each student's performance and learning. In DepEd, all grades are based on the weight row scores of the learner's summative assessment. According to DepEd Order Number 8, Series of 2015, grading is classified into three assessment components: written work, performance tasks, and quarterly assessments.
However, when COVID-19 came, quarterly assessments were removed from these components, following DepEd Order Number 31, Series of 2020. Together, as a team, we watched a YouTube video explaining how to compute a learner's grade using both guidelines. For senior high school, our learning area belongs to core subjects. Therefore, we use this weight distribution in accomplishing one of the exercises in the worksheet. To compute for the learner's grade, we first got the total of each component using their given data. After that, we solve for the percentage score using this formula. To get the weighted average, we multiply percentage score with the weight of each component. We also apply this process in computing for the learner's grades during the pandemic. Here are the weight distributions that we use for grade 1 to 10 in senior high school. As opposed to the traditional class record, teachers under K-12 program use electronic class record in Excel format to facilitate high level of accuracy in the computation of learners' grades.
Besides learning about the grading system and how to compute grades, we also work on different DepEd forms that teachers prepare at various times during the year. First is SF1, also known as the school form. This form lists all students officially enrolled and attending classes. Class advisors prepare this through the Learner Information System at the start of the school year. Next is SF2, the learner's daily class attendance. Class advisors prepare this daily to record attendance, absences, or tardiness. To complete this, a template with the names of the learners is needed.
We also have SF3 for books issued and returned. This form lists the books given to or returned by the students. Class advisors can complete this manually or through the LIS at the beginning and end of the school year. Meanwhile, SF4 is the summary of enrollment and movement of learners. The school head prepares this monthly using the LIS. It includes the enrollment count, transferees in or out, and dropouts by grade level. This form is essentially a summary of SF2.
Another DepEd form teachers complete SF5, the report on promotion. Class advisors prepare this at the end of the school year to finalize the list of promoted or retained students by class. This is also done through the LIS. School heads also prepare SF6, the summary report on promotion. Using the LIS, this form is completed at the end of the school year to show the number of promoted or retained students by grade level.
SF7, also known as the Inventory of School Personnel, is completed manually at the beginning of the school year or as needed. This form was originally designed for the Human Resource Information System. School heads prepare SF7 to keep track of school personnel lists, including their basic profiles and teaching loads assignments. On the other hand, SF8 is the learner basic health and nutrition profile, showcasing each learner's body mass index assessments. Class advisors or MAPI teachers prepare this using the LIS at the beginning and end of the school year.
SF9 is one of the most important DepEd forms as it is essentially the Learner's Progress Report Card, also known as Form 138. Class advisors complete this manually to monitor each student's academic performance, behavior, and attendance each quarter.
Lastly, we have SF10, the Learner's Permanent Academic Record, previously known as Form 137. This document contains a student's academic record by quarter for the school year. Class advisors prepare this manually at the end of the school year.
What a fruitful journey, isn't it, guys?
Definitely, Jessica. So, before we wrap up this vlog, Let's share what we have learned with our viewers. Okay, guys?
I agree. I learned how important it is to calculate grades systematically so teachers can fairly evaluate students' learning and performance.
It's not easy. You have to think about the grade level and subject you teach to assign the right weights to each part of the assessment.
Now, we know what forms we'll need to find or fill out as future teachers. So, I think teachers need to be versatile to meet all the different requirements.
Hello, Tropang student teachers. This is Cristel from Edu Explorer. For more vlogs about our field study journey, till the next video.